Hi Ingrid, let's take a look at your next set of essays. Okay, language translation apps, here's what you wrote. Experts worldwide have debated the recent prevalence of digital translation tools in everyday life. Know the IT application develops, again, just get rid of it. IT application developers are convinced of the positives, whereas representatives of the professional community of educators, again, believe the usage is helpful, but still controversial. Get rid of that second L in helpful here. This essay will examine both opinions, using examples from the IT application and pedagogical surveys to demonstrate the points and illustrate drawbacks as well as advantages. All right, I don't want you just to demonstrate them, but I really want you to take a stand here and tell me benefits or disadvantages. Which is stronger? You have to answer that, and you really need to answer it in your introduction. This is how you can guarantee that your position will be clear throughout the essay. And this is something that's really important if you're aiming for a band 7, especially for task achievement. It asks you to make sure that your position is clear throughout. Throughout meaning from the beginning to the end. All right, moving on. On the one hand, there's ample evidence without the of. Usage of translation applications is gaining in popularity, and the numbers of regular users are growing exponentially. You can see that I keep getting rid of your thus. This is mainly due to increased adoption of the digital technologies such as smartphones. Okay, again, know the. Tablets or laptops. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, they are user-friendly and do not require special training without the A. Okay, secondly, on accessibility and the existence of translation applications for almost all foreign languages contributes on a large scale to unlimited usage. Get rid of and. For example, in the case of an emergency, the translation application can facilitate an arrangement of the vital issues like seeking help or medical treatment abroad without the in. However, it must not be forgotten that the internet or mobile data access with the appropriate speed is required in order for the application to function efficiently. Okay. Let's see. You know what's happening here? Okay, I want to read it. I just want to work through your paragraph with you. Remember what the question is. Do the benefits of online translation apps outweigh the negatives? So presumably you're talking about the benefits of applications here. So you're telling me that there's lots of users. Why? Because people are using lots of smartphones and tablets. Why are they using smartphones and tablets? Because they're usually user-friendly and don't require special training. Then, or at least that's what it sounds like you're saying here when you say the central reason behind this is twofold. It sounds like the central reason for why people are using smartphones and tablets. So I don't think this is what you meant. I think you were saying the central reason behind using translation apps, but you can't really do that there. So honestly, what you could have done is just gotten rid of this sentence. So let's say the numbers of users are growing exponentially. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, they are user-friendly and do not require special training. Okay, and that makes sense now. So here, what I really wanted was I wanted you to go into some detail, and I wanted you to support this argument. So you said that they are user-friendly and don't require special training. Okay, well, why? Tell me about it. Explain it. Give me some information a little beyond what you've just said, okay? So you have to support all of your ideas. Okay. And then, let's see. Then, okay, instant accessibility contributes to unlimited usage. Okay, well, how does that make this a benefit? Existence of okay. For example, in the case of emergency. All right. I get it. You're saying that there's so much information that can be used for any sort of circumstance you might have. All right, fine. All right, and then this didn't really help. Here you were saying that, yeah, but to use these you need to have data. No, that doesn't help your argument. Remember, you're talking about the positives and whether the positives outweigh the negatives. So this sentence needed to go, as did this sentence, okay? And then, like I said, I would have wanted a little explanation here, a little further development at the end of this sentence, okay? All right, we worked through it, so thanks for your patience. Now let's move on. On the other hand, the impact of a language acquisition should not be underestimated. This is largely because people may stop feeling the pressure to study and master foreign languages without the. They may easily fall into a trap of the passive users and miss all unique aspects of the language skills, such care for their spelling as reading, listening, speaking, and writing. As a result, if the majority of users keep on, if they keep on relying on the application, they'll be less likely to become active second language learners. Okay, this too needs more development. In fact, look at the length of this essay, of this paragraph. It's considerably shorter than this. Okay, yeah, we took out a couple of sentences here, but still I think you needed to develop it further. And let me tell you one of the reasons why you need to develop it further. It wants to know about disadvantages, plural, okay, so multiple disadvantages. You need to provide at least two. But really, what are you saying here? What was the reason you gave? You said that, basically you just gave one reason. You said that people will be less likely to learn new languages because they'll be passive users, and they don't need to learn a language because they've got the application. You really needed to come up with an additional disadvantage here, okay? Alright, so from the arguments and examples, I'm convinced that the disadvantages outweigh the benefits, especially when taking into consideration, get rid of the A, long-term perspective. Okay, that's fine. So the order of your paragraphs is good, but it really lacked development as far as I'm concerned in a number of places, and so that's what I really want you to work on. The other thing I really want you to work on is your grammar with articles, with the article the. The whole essay had a lot of mistakes with the, and so I really want you to review some of these grammar rules, okay? I think that will be very helpful. Now I'm going to look at your task 1, which is the school subjects in Germany. The pie chart illustrates the distribution of students' preferences, get rid of the, in the 7 academic subjects in German schools in German without the Y within 1 year. Well, not just within 1 year, but I think they even told us when, didn't they? Yeah, in 2017. So just say it, in 2017. All right. Of the 7 subjects, PE, history, physics, and math shared broadly the same percentage in popularity. Get rid of the A. Differentiated. That's a little strange. You know what? Why don't you just stretch it out a little bit more and say, with a slight difference between them, I guess, among them, it's 4 of them, so it's a little awkward, really. With a slight difference between them, it would have been alright. PE was the most popular, representing about 22.9%, followed by history at 22.4%, maths and physics. Alright, full stop here, really, there's no reason to keep going. Maths and physics had a slightly lower portion at 19.5 and 18.1 respectively. The latter 2 mentioned differed from each other marginally by not just by 1.4%. All 4 subjects show a dominant portion in the overall popularity, exceeding 82%. As for biology and geography, their allotment is about 1/3 of the most attractive subject at 7.1 and 6.4. Yay, that was good. I'm really glad that you made that connection. Well done. The subject with the least percentage in the interest of students was IT at 3.7. To summarize, among the 7 academic subjects, PE and history made up the largest proportion of popularity, followed by physics and math. No? Okay, fine. Full stop. Don't put a semicolon here. Biology, geography, and IT were amongst the least popular. So were amongst the least popular subjects in the schools of Germany. Okay, a lot of this is good. You did a nice job of stretching out your answer, of developing it. There were a couple little areas that I obviously corrected that I thought needed to be improved a little bit, but I actually liked the way you organized this and the things you chose to talk about, and the way you really stretched this out. So well done. Go ahead and correct these, and let's see what you write for us the next time. Okay? Good job.